Hi staff, in this video we're going to take a look at the appointment scheduling feature that is available within Google Calendar. This is great if you need to send out a link where people sign up for appointments at certain times. There's a lot of customization available. So first we're going to get started by going to Calendar and we click Create. If you don't see appointment schedule and it says appointment slots, you're going to want to go into your settings and scroll down in your settings, and there should be a setting in here underneath appointment schedules that allows you to turn on this feature. If you have the older feature of appointment slots, it's not as complex and it doesn't give you as many options. Now, keep in mind when I say complex, it doesn't mean it's really challenging to use. So we're going to click Create Appointment Schedule. You give it a title. Let's say this is for some staff check-ins that I'm doing, or even student check-ins. I want my appointment to be 15 minutes, or you can even set custom. Don't worry about a buffer in between your appointments because that's going to come in another place. And then you have the option to repeat these weekly or have it does not repeat. Now, if you have does not repeat, you can still add multiple days to your list and multiple time bands within that day. So I can then add the 13th from 9 to 5. If I repeat, this is something that I'm going to want to offer on a weekly basis. Typically, when we repeat, we don't want a large window of time. It might be a smaller window of time that you always have where individuals can schedule walk-in appointments. Once you have this, you'll get a little snapshot on your calendar of what this looks like, and we're going to get to customize it more. So now I have my scheduling window. My scheduling window allows me to set a maximum amount of time in advance that the appointment can be booked. I suggest no more than 60 days. Usually 30, maybe 15 days, giving people a chance to actually schedule it intentionally on their calendar. You can obviously go up to however many days, but we all know that when you schedule the dentist appointment 6 months out, you don't always know what things will be going on at that time. The minimum amount of time before the appointment starts that it can be booked is nice because then you don't get any surprises 15 minutes before someone's now scheduled an appointment with you. So you can either uncheck this altogether or you can set like, hey, you need it booked half hour before. Well, I guess it's a minimum of 1 hour if you want to turn that on. The book appointment settings, this is nice because I can build a buffer between my meetings. So you notice at the minute I click 30 over here, it separates and it puts a 30-minute buffer in between each of my meetings. And then I can also limit it to a maximum bookings per day. This can be great if you are having a lot of heavy meetings that are a lot of mental processing going on, and you don't want more than so many a day so that you can process through things after that. And then the calendar check for availability. This allows you to check your own calendar, but if you need to make this meeting happen between multiple people, you can also check someone else's calendar. So the cool thing about this is if I were to already have an appointment booked from 12 to 1 on my calendar, it would completely remove these two appointment options, and so it doesn't overlap with what I already have on my calendar. And it's live. So if I happen to add something new to my calendar that I didn't know, it will automatically remove those from the appointment schedule so that I don't run into any issues. I can also change the color to make it stand out on my calendar and make it a little different. We're going to head over to next. Next, you can get pretty fancy. You can set a booking page photo and name. You can set a location. This is great because it'll appear at the top of your booking page so people know exactly where it is they need to meet you. Is it going to be via phone call, Google Meet, an in-person meeting, or you want to specify later? I like the in-person meeting because then I can even give a specific location, and so there's no confusion where this meeting is happening. I can set a description. Those looking at your appointment schedule will then see the description at the very top of the page. So you can set things like, please bring this and this, or here's a reminder, this is what we're going to be discussing. Please come prepared. And so setting these things up ahead of time can save you a lot of time and make sure that the information is always there for that person. It will also go into the description part of the appointment that they book with you. The booking form, we'll just put location here. And then the booking form allows you to customize what information you want from the individual. First name, last name, email are defaults. You can add items like phone number, or you can even add a custom item if you need something specific from them, and you can choose if those things will be required. So when they go to book the appointment, they actually have to enter that information. And then lastly, you can set reminders for this. So obviously everyone, when they initially choose the appointment, they will get a calendar invitation, and so will you. The email reminder is nice because you can set more than one reminder. So maybe you want a reminder to go out one day before, or maybe you even want it to go out 2 weeks before. So we get a reminder 2 weeks before, a reminder 10 minutes before. You can remind people as much as you want. Once you have that, you're going to click save. And now you have your appointment schedule ready to go. The cool thing about this is it's live. So if you click the edit pencil, you can edit and it doesn't change the link that people are using. It automatically updates your booking page to exactly what you want your users to see. So you can go back and tweak things at any point. I can open the booking page, and this is exactly what they would see at the top of my booking page. They would see the times that are open, and they would simply click on a time slot and hit book. And it's that simple. And then that would give an email to me and an email to them, and it would show up in a darker color on my calendar. I can share this booking page with everyone. You can share the single booking page, which is probably what you want to do. The all appointment schedules would share every appointment schedule that you have set up. I don't recommend this unless if you have a very specific reason for doing so. This would be more if you have different styles and types of appointments, and you want the user to choose what style or type of appointment they'd like to set up with you. You can copy this link and simply paste it into an email, and it will take them directly to this page, and they can quickly book their appointment. In fact, I'm going to do that now. I'll book an appointment with myself. I'm going to hit book. It lets me click if I need to change my appointment last minute, and I can click close. I notice that that time now disappeared off the calendar already. No one else can see what I have booked. It just removes the time. And if I go over to my calendar and I go back, I can see now this dark red thing means that I have an appointment booked at 11:15. It is with instructional technology. It was booked by instructional technology. So I have that already booked. If I click on my appointment schedule at any point, I can get back into the edit. And I also have the option to delete in a couple of different ways. I can delete appointment availability for a single week, or I can delete all availability. Now, all availability will delete everything with the appointment schedule. This week only will only clear out what you have for this specific week. If you need to clear out maybe one time chunk within your time, let's say from 12 to 1, I need to clear that out. I can do one of two things. I can go into the appointment and book myself for these appointments, but that seems a little pointless. Or I can simply put on my calendar that I'm busy. And if I go back in here and I refresh, it automatically removed those times from my calendar because I said I was busy at that time. So you have great flexibility with kind of pulling out things from throughout the day. And obviously you can always click on this, go back in, edit, and edit all of your times. If you want to walk through this line by line and need some help, please let me know. But I think that this could be a great tool for those of you who have schedules where you need to maybe set aside some time to check in with people, but want to give them a choice about the time that they need to check in with you.